The Earnestly Speaking podcast is a show that is founded on free-flowing conversation and may at times venture into mature subjects. Listener discretion is advised.
Yeah, Earnestly Speaking podcast. Let's get it. I'm a giant in New York, in Miami carry heat. So much more in store, my product can flood the street. Opinion Nation Godfather, CEO. Puff in the late 90s, gon' see me blow. Oh, got my hustle on, no imitation of bad. Army of untouchables, Opinion Nation stab. Never an off season, homie, check the numbers. Heart throb in my own right, supplying southern comfort. Earnestly speaking, my ego is well fed. Earnestly speaking, you're too evil and no threat. See, I'm like a hurricane, you're a mild breeze. Earnestly speaking, leaving Eli a dynasty. Shake!
Earthly Podcast. Sorry, my mic was on. Earthly Podcast coming to you, of course. What is it now? September 12th, 2024. It is EJ versus Degenerate, week number 2. As I bring in here, of course, the Degenerate himself, Zachary, wearing his wife's Detroit Lions t-shirt because they're pretty damn good.
What? This is my shirt.
Did you get it last year when you went to Michigan? Did you get that?
Man, I've had this Lions shirt probably since 2015.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it might get worn twice a year, 3 times a year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to buy a lot of rep, or save on to a lot of rep that I get for Christmas presents.
Mm-hmm.
As if you could buy my love, but...
So we're doing this show a little bit later than usual. Normally do this. So we recorded this last week on Tuesday. Typically we do it on Wednesday nights, but we had to do it last Tuesday because of my other engagements with the Huddle Up podcast. Which we do on Tuesday normally, but because we did a show Wednesday, and then next week we're doing this again on Tuesday because I got to record Huddle Up podcast on Wednesday again for one more time. But we were a little bit late today because we had some issues we had to handle, yesterday. Big deal.
Yes, sir.
But we're good
I had
now.
to take a long, long walk, so...
The walks are good. Walks are very good. But, we have a game starting in about less than 2 hours, so I want to get this game in the bag first for us. By the way, I won last week. Barely, but I won. I think 10 games to 9.
Oh, shit. I thought you beat me by more than that. But
no. It was closer. It was closer than that. No, I won week 1, though. But on me carrying on, I already told you, this is my year. So let's get to the week 2 slate. By the way, guys, you're in the chat on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube. You can feel free to chat with us during the duration of this episode as we pick week 2 games against the spread. Of course, what we do, Zach and I, we pick the games and we tell you, in our opinion, what is the best bet. Basically, it could be which team on the spread. It could be an over/under on a specific game. It doesn't matter. So we're gonna go through each game. All right, first game, of course, starting in less than 2 hours. Bills at Dolphins. Dolphins are 2.5-point favorites. Over/under 48. Zach, what you got?
Look, man, I root for Tua. I kind of root for the Dolphins deep down low in my heart because I hate their fans so much.
Why him so much?
They're so blind to reality.
Mm-hmm.
But Bill's gonna crush them, man.
You think so?
Hey, real quick, how's your coach doing? Was it really Brian Daboll that made Josh Allen so good?
I don't think so.
Okay. Neither do I anymore.
Right.
So, yeah, give me the Bills.
So, I like the Dolphins. I'm taking the Dolphins on this one for one reason, because it's a short week. Number one, short week. Number two, I just realized that the Dolphins haven't, unless they went on vacation between the start of training camp and present day, the Dolphins haven't left the state of Florida in months. Because all preseason, they were in Florida. First game of the year was obviously at home. And then tonight, on a short week, at home as well, too. That's got to be some advantage there. You know what I mean? And I get Buffalo's owned them. I think they won 9 last 10 games against the Dolphins, I believe. Some stuff like that. But I don't know. Buffalo's pretty decent. I like what I saw last week with Buffalo after the slow start against Arizona.
Yeah.
And Miami, same thing. Started slow against Jacksonville and came back. But I don't know. I just think those optics around it gives Miami an edge. So I'm going to give you Dolphins right here to win.
And see, I could see your point about Miami being at home if this was a Sunday at 1 p.m. for the Bills. But you're going to give them a night game? No. I don't care if it's early in the week.
I mean, it's not Kirk Cousins here. Come on now.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to Sunday games. We got Saints at Cowboys. Cowboys 6-point favorites, over under 51.5. What you got, Zachary?
Oh, give me the Cowboys. Again, even if I'm wrong, maybe it's a jinx on them. I'll take it.
Yeah, listen, here's the thing. Again, we always make fun of the Cowboys because that's what we do and all that, and it's fun to do that, and I get all that. Here's the reality. September through January, this is their time to shine. They are a 12-win team every year. Okay, they are a very good football team. The issue with the Cowboys is, can they win playoff games? So anything they do in the regular season right now, that's to fall apart, is not a surprise. They win 13 games this year, I'm not surprised. They win 10 games this year, I'm not surprised. What's about the playoffs here for them? That's the number one goal. Get into the conference championship or further. So Dallas can win this game going away. New Orleans, I know they beat Carolina. Carolina's worst in football, in my opinion, right next to the Giants. That's nothing. Dallas won this game running away. They look really good against. Well, I say they. Dak Prescott didn't look great necessarily against the Browns, but the rest of that team did, and that defense is pretty stacked. So give me the Cowboys in this game. Just be easy win for the Cowboys here, and it's at home too. On top of that, all right. Well, I think it's a game of the week here. Bucks at Lions. Lions are 7.5-point favorites. The over/under is 51.5. As I said, that Rams game was great.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And if it wasn't for the Rams losing the left tackle and the guard and Pico going down and the freaking first quarter, I think it was.
Yeah.
So, yeah. No, that was an amazing game for what transpired.
What you got in the game? This is a game of the week.
7.5, you said, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of points.
God, that half is what hurts so bad.
By the way, I think Tampa's better than we think. I think Tampa's better than we thought they were. They might be better. Unless one game standpoint, they beat Washington and whatever. But I watched that game. I was like, these boys look pretty good. And let's not forget, they won a division last year, won a playoff game on top of that too, and almost beat Detroit in that game.
All right, I want to give up trying to pick a team. I'll just take the over.
Over? Well, I'm taking Tampa on the points here. I think Detroit will win this game. But
no, I like that extra half, but I can't do it.
Yeah,
you're trying to sell me on something. I'll just take the over.
Yeah, watch that half points try to suck you into take Tampa, and then Detroit blows them out. But you know what? Yeah. You suck me in. I'm taking Tampa. But I think Tampa's a good football team. I really think they are. I really believe Baker Mayfield's found his home.
Oh, absolutely. And what is so sad is
what are you gonna say?
Everybody in Cleveland's like,
yep.
Why? He could have been our boy. We liked him.
We were desperate.
Even though they didn't. But they're like, we really liked him. He fit our town.
Yeah, desperate team, desperate ownership group, and Jimmy Haslam. And I get it. Here's the thing. I don't blame them because when we last saw Deshaun Watson, he was arguably a top 5 quarterback in the league at the time.
But he didn't play for a year. So you were already...
I got that part.
You were going to take a guy who sat out for a year. And not because of injury where he was rehabbing and training. He just sat out. And then you knew he was going to sit out the next year. So you had a quarterback who was supposed to be the leader of your team. And you knew basically he was going to be out 2 years.
Brother, here's the thing, though. Even if he didn't play up to the potential he was in Houston, I don't think anyone saw this. Him going from a top 5 quarterback to being one of the worst quarterbacks in the league.
But you could have easily seen 20th. Non-playoff contention because he had 2 years of rust. There's no way you come back from 2 years of rust in the NFL after getting crushed.
Because I still think if Deshaun Watson plays even half as good as he was in Houston, this team's a Super Bowl contender.
It ain't ever going to happen.
But I think it's all here. It's all here, and then now you got a new lawsuit. We'll get to the Browns in a second. A new lawsuit now against Deshaun. I mean,
Yeah,
his
it's
career could be,
all over.
his career could be over. I really can. But anyway, I
And
got
for
10 other points.
Cleveland, yeah,
Yeah.
we'll wait.
Okay. Colts at Packers. Colts 2.5-point favorites over under 40.5. Zach, what you got?
Look, there's no way Jordan Love's playing, so yeah, I'm gonna take the Colts.
Me too. Easy, and it's easy for one reason. Malik Willis sucks.
Yes, I think the defense alone stands a chance of beating Green Bay. So
I think Colts could be a frisky wild card contender here.
no,
Honestly.
I think they're just getting very lucky this week.
No, I think in general, I think that was beat Houston last week, and AR-15 looks really good.
Okay.
You see that throw he made? That 60-something-yard touchdown?
Yes. Did you see
Sick.
a bunch of the other throws that were 5 feet or less?
You get the rust off a little bit too.
Yeah.
Get a little rust off. You know, you missed most last year. All right, Jets at Titans. Jets rather are 3.5-point favorites over under 41 points. Zach.
Oh, give me the Jets. A defense that'll be inspired, and a quarterback over in Tennessee who's literally gave the game away and has spent all week thinking about that. Yeah.
That's easy for me. I guess I want to ask you this. I have the Jets obviously covered this game. That's not a problem. Watching the Monday Night Football. Are you concerned about Rodgers and company, or is
this not something I've talked about for like the last 3 years? How Aaron Rodgers gets off to slow starts, how he never throws for 200 yards.
right?
So, no, I wouldn't be concerned as a Jets fan until week 10 if he's still throwing under 200 yards. But if in week 10 he's throwing 200 yards or less, you got no hope. No hope.
I'm not concerned for one reason. I'm not going to panic this year on this one for the Jets because, and I said on the podcast earlier this week, San Fran right now isn't a barometer. San Fran is guaranteed to be better than you no matter what. San Fran was just in the Super Bowl 8 months ago. So we're not right. We weren't even saying you guys are Super Bowl contenders. We're saying playoff contenders. So if they slip up the next 3-4 weeks, that's where I judge you. I'm not going to give you week 10. I'll give you to week 5. If week 5, this next stretch of games they have coming up, I think off the top of my head,
easiest it's like first 7 games out
Titans,
of the
Patriots,
shoot. Easiest
Titans,
schedule.
Patriots.
They had to be 6-1.
If they're not at least in these next 4 games, 4-1 by week 5.
Absolutely.
I'm concerned. That's what I'm concerned. So, but I'm going to Jets here. Jets should come back, win this game, and win. Tennessee sucks. Will Levis is not good. Not good. All right. Niners
better than Bryce Young.
We'll get there in a second. Niners at Vikings. Niners are 5-point favorites over under 46. Zach?
I said this to you week 1 that people were talking about the weapons in Sam Darnold. I still didn't believe it. At least this week I can go against them and feel safe. So, yeah, screw the Vikings.
Niners all day?
All day, every
Same.
day.
I mean, look how sharp they were without CMC, without Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah,
and yeah. Go ahead.
That lets you know that he can take 2-3 weeks off now at a certain time.
And that bodes well also for them moving forward because if that kid was Jordan, what his name is, what was his name? The running back that stepped in and had a great job?
Oh,
Jordan
please don't ask me that.
Whatever. Someone in the chat knows the name. Please type it out. Feel free. Bottom line is that if he's that good, that bodes well for the Niners moving forward because now you can actually monitor Christian McCaffrey's carries going forward and have him fresh for the playoff run.
They say that was the most carries that kid had since high school.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
So
Niners look right prime. They probably, I think outside Kansas City, they looked like the best team in the league this past Sunday. I'm arguing playing the best team, So, but give me San Francisco. Sam don't look like Joe Montana. That gonna happen again. Come on now. And plus the Giants stink. Seahawks at Patriots. Seahawks 3-point favorites over under 8.5. Zach.
Look, Jacoby Brissett's not gonna do that again. I'll take the Seahawks. There's too many weapons.
Yeah, I'm with you. But you know what though? Safer bet here. Give me the under this game. 3.5. I don't see any
That
scoring here.
is never a safe bet with DK Metcalf.
That's true, but I think New England's defense is good enough to keep him balled up a little bit.
All right.
I see a game in a comfortable teams. 20 to at the highest point, 20-17. So give me the under this one. All right, here we go. Our game. Giants at Commanders. I almost said Skins. Giants at Commanders. Commanders 1-point favorites over under 43. Zach.
I want to say it was just we were playing a playoff contention team in week 1, and so yes, we're still gonna beat you down because Danny Dimes sucks. But
He's terrible. I'm done.
I think it might be his head coach.
Dayball?
His best season was without Dayball.
No, it's not. It was with Dayball 2 years ago.
Why? Because he didn't have as many turnovers.
Well, yeah, it was coach of the year that year too. Also, as a result.
Yeah, but Danny Dimes is putting up touchdowns.
I don't think, dude. I think I've told this couple many times in the podcast already for the last year or so now. I don't think Dayball and Joe Shane wanted Daniel Jones as their quarterback. I think the ownership group forced their hand. So we want.
Oh, absolutely, I agree.
Yeah, because the way they treat Daniel Jones, especially Dayball, I don't think they really want this kid to be their quarterback.
Yeah,
so I think if anything, I don't think
$80 million for free.
Well, here's the thing: he'll be gone for this year, most likely. And I hope they stick it out with Dayball. I do like Brian Dayball overall, and let him and the GM pick the quarterback because this is David Gettleman's pick. It wasn't their pick. They inherited this pick. So, you got Washington.
Yes, sir.
As do I. And it's funny because Giants do own Washington. They do. If there's any team they do well against in recent years, even as bad as they've been, Washington's always almost a guaranteed win. Not this week. I think your boy Jane Daniels gets his first win as a pro this week. All right. Chargers at Panthers. Chargers 5.5-point favorites over under 38.5. Zach.
How is this line so low?
I'll tell you why. The Chargers are now a running team. They're now a balanced offense. And I think because of that, keep everything low scoring, conservative. It'll keep the scoring numbers within a certain amount. That's why.
So 20-0.
Yeah.
I'll take the Chargers at 10. All right. They're going to kill the Panthers.
Yeah, in fact, I'm gonna bet this game. I'm betting this game.
Yeah, this is one of the locks of the week.
Oh, is it a mortgage bet?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I would easily make that a mortgage bet.
All right. I'm there with you too also. Chargers win this game comfortably, even if it's low scoring. All right. In fact, I might consider taking the under this game, if anything. Maybe they don't score a lot of points, but Panthers don't score any points. So maybe it'd be like 23-7. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. Underrated game of the weekend, in my opinion. Browns at Jaguars. Jaguars 3-point favorites over under 41 points, Zach.
I really think Jacksonville's going to kick their ass. Honestly, if it wasn't for a fumble, Jacksonville would have been, 24-7? I mean, that was such a massive swing when Etienne fumbled that ball. So, with the way Deshaun's playing, and now another lawsuit, Jacksonville's not the place for Deshaun Watson to be at. There's way too many strip malls. There's way too many massage places. Give me Jacksonville and Sunshine.
I'm going the other way. I think the Browns find a way to win this game. I think they win. I think they win outright. The Jags, I don't trust. I like the Browns roster. I know obviously Deshaun Watson is really, really bad, but I think the roster around him will play good enough to win this game. This will be a very ugly game, I believe. But I think the Browns find a way to win this game. So give me the Browns outright to win this game. So the Browns the points, obviously. All right. Raiders at Ravens. Ravens are 9-point favorites over under 48.5. Zach, go ahead.
Say it again, the spread.
So 9 points on the Ravens, -9. And the over under is 40. Is that 41.5? Let me make sure it's right. Let me check that. Make sure, double check that. I kind of
no. I think Baltimore will get its run game a little more
41 and a
balanced.
half.
With,
41 and a half was the over under.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think Baltimore's secondary is a little weak, so I'm not gonna mess around with an under. But I think Baltimore will cover just while they get the run game a little more adjusted with Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I'm also there too. I think Baltimore is going to be seething after that loss to Kansas City last week, a game where they didn't play their best and almost still won the game. They're literally a 20 from having a chance to win it. In Arrowhead, that's a great sign. If you're Baltimore and that happens, and your issues are only cleaning up the mess, and again, Kansas, you still got to clean the mess, when you in those big games, but that tells you you're still one of those teams right on the cusp of doing something great. I think this is the game they need to kind of forget the week 1 loss, and I think they'll be all over the Raiders. Give me Baltimore to cover this game pretty easy as well. All right, next one. Sneaky good game here too. Also, I think Rams at Cardinals. Cardinals 1-point favorites. Over under 47.5. Go ahead, Zach.
Look, I want to play it easy and take the over because the Rams had a shot to win that game, even with all the injuries they sustained. And for 3 quarters, Arizona was in that game. So that tells me they can both score points still.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the over.
Yeah, I'm there as well too. Also, the over. Even without Puka Nacua not being there, I think Stafford looked really good on Sunday. I thought Kyler Murray looked pretty good actually on Sunday as well too.
Yeah.
In Buffalo, I think they had a chance to win that game. I know it got away from them obviously, but I think both these teams, West Coast teams, I think Arizona actually wins this game. To be honest with you, but best the over. Yeah. So that's for me. All right, Steelers at Broncos. Steelers are 2.5-point favorites. The over under is 36.5. Go ahead, Zach.
Have you ever seen a Mirage? Because I saw Mirage in Bo Nix. And it was only like 3 weeks ago that I saw this Mirage. Dude was going like 15 to 21, throwing 3-4 touchdowns. He was lighting it up. And then nothing. What the hell?
Week 1 jitters, man.
Pittsburgh's kicker will still cover the spread. I feel safe. Give me Pittsburgh.
I'm actually taking Denver when it's an upset. However, my best bet is the under. I don't see much scoring in this game at all. Also, I don't think Knicks was that bad actually this weekend. I just thought I thought he kept his composure for first game for rookie. He wasn't as bad as Caleb Williams was in week 1. Let's put it that way.
Oh no.
I don't feel bad.
Another one of height.
I think give Bo Nix a little bit more time. He'll be fine. I think he'll be fine. I think he had his moments. Obviously, he didn't play his best game, obviously, but I'm not worried about. I'm actually not worried about it. Honestly, I'm not worried. Give me. I think Denver wins this game, but best bet, give me the under. Both teams can score.
So real quick, the debate that was going around the bar was, what's the record for field goals in a game? Because we're watching the Steelers game, and it's like, okay, is this going to be for the record? Is he going to be kicking for the record? So
that game hurt my eyes.
Yeah,
that game hurt my eyes. All right,
defense though.
All right, obviously the game of the week here. Not mine, but the game of the week. Bengals at Chiefs. Chiefs are 6-point favorites, over under 48.5. That's a big spread for this game, given this history. I mean, Higgins is playing, right? Higgins and Chase are back, right? Chase did play on Sunday.
Hey, you're gonna have to ask the coach about that.
I'm trying to make sense of why the spread is so high.
Yeah, you're gonna have to ask the coach about that. I wanted to play. Coach didn't want to throw me the ball, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I was open. I was running my routes, but you're gonna have to ask coach about that.
I think the story of this game is the Bengals and what happened last week against New England. Woo!
They got dysfunction already.
I mean, and again, Chris said on our preview podcast that the Bengals are that team right now that this could be it with this core. Like, we know Burrow's here for the long term, but with all the core, like the little parts around it, this is it for them.
They're gonna. You're right. They're gonna try and trade Chase after the season.
You think so?
Absolutely. They are not going to pay him. They are not paying a wide receiver $35 million.
Wow. And Mike Brown,
that is too cheap of an organization. Look, they wanted to be cheap with Burrow. Like, they wanted to have it out. with Burrow. So yeah, they're going to be cheap with that wide receiver. So he's out. Higgins is out.
Let me say this: that they don't deserve that guy. That Mike Brown does not deserve those players. Fuck that. Get a new ownership group in there, please, and call it a day. But if I'm a Bengals fan, I'm riding. That being said, that's a lot of points. This has always been a great rivalry, tight games. Give me Cincinnati points here. I think KC wins, but give me Cincinnati points.
Nah, give me the Chiefs all day. Wow. I mean, that kind of dysfunction, I'm sorry. Kansas City's going to feed off of that.
Okay, I get it. I'll get it. All right, Sunday football game. Bears at Texans. The Texans are 6.5-point favorites. The over-under is 45.5. Zach, what you got?
You're talking about two teams trying to get right, and one of the quarterbacks has actual NFL experience. Give me the Texans.
You know, I was on my I was going to go Chicago on the points here, man, but
this is your boy. This is the guy you picked. Isn't this a get-right game?
MVP.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, get right still won the game though, but
no, he needs to play. That's a get right.
Give me the over this game. Give me the over. Let's give me the over this game. Anything. I think Chicago's defense is really good though.
It is. It really is, but
I don't think Hill could play any worse than he did last week either.
Oh, I think he could.
But I think 6.5 is a little. I don't know, man. But
he had a layup for a win and a team, and he shit the bed for less than 100 yards. So yeah,
I'll say this though, I wouldn't bet this game at all just because of the optics. But give me the over in this game. If anything, the best bet's the over. All right, and finally, Monday Night Football, Falcons at Eagles. The Eagles are 6.5-point favorites. The over/under is 47. Zachary, where are you going with this one?
Did you hear that?
Nothing. Silence.
No. It's Michael Penix.
Uh-oh.
They're already calling for him.
Oh, really?
They're already calling for because they had Kirk Cousins. On a 1:00 game, he can't win. You're asking an old guy who was 500, nothing special, to come back from an Achilles tear.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's not looking good in Atlanta. This is not a good year.
Well, it definitely wasn't encouraging watching that game. I'll tell you that much. It was not encouraging. So you're taking Philadelphia?
Yes, sir.
As am I. They got out of Brazil alive, obviously. Not Green Bay didn't with Jordan Love's injury, but Philadelphia did. And even with the field issues there, you saw and Jalen Hurts a couple of mistakes in the game too, also. But you saw the offense gel by the second quarter. And God, Saquon Barkley, it came to this all came to me, Giant fan here, of course. It all came to head for me on Friday night, living in a Sunday morning when they play like shit against the Vikings. That it hit me like, wow, we really paid that dude with a beard, okay, and gave him $40 million a year. We refused to give this guy $2 million more a season, okay, and we're okay with that. And not only that, you let him walk. You didn't.
And you specifically were okay with it, talking about how you thought it was a good deal.
No. What I said was I defended the.
No.
Listen.
You said it was a good deal.
I'm gonna explain what I said there. I rather them pay Saquon, but I understood why they did what they did. Okay,
why?
And I said, well, look.
Who was coming after him? That nobody would trade for Lamar. So who was gonna give up 2 draft picks and go after Jones?
Right. No, the only thing I defended, and I still stand by this to this day, is the language of the contract. It was only really a 2-year deal. So now he's that bad.
You can make it a 2-year for 76 at 38 apiece, and you could have kept Saquon, right, and made him happy.
Probably, but it's not my job to do numbers.
No. You tried to say it was a good deal. No, it was the length of the deal.
Right, 2-year deal, whatever. But I get what you're saying. But anyway, they suck anyway. Give me the Eagles in this game, of course, and that's just that. So for week 2 in the NFL. All right, a couple things to get out of here. First off, FSU Memphis. Last week was a great week. We actually won. You know how we won last week? We didn't play. Thank God. No
Thank
stress on
God.
Saturday. That being said, do they win this week?
I got Memphis.
On the points?
I got the Tigers to win outright.
Oh my God. Are you really that off the wagon now, this shit?
Okay, they're going to pull the quarterback, right? Put in another who won't even be ready for the game. Yeah. I got the Memphis Tigers.
Wait, DJ's out for this game?
No.
Okay.
He's going to suck so bad. You have to pull him.
So the numbers right now, Florida State right now are 6.5-point favorites. The over/under is 3.5. I'm gonna take Florida State win this game because you know what, they have to. They have no choice. They've had this is off a bye week. They're at home still. I'm gonna use more logic. If they lose this game, bro, there's gonna be a lot of shit flying around in Tallahassee. I'll tell you right now. So, just that. Okay. One last thing, we got you out of here. Little left turn here for us. Normally, we don't necessarily talk politics on our segment here of this show, but I had to get your thoughts on the debate from Tuesday because you and I are very politically astute individuals, and we got to talk about what happened on Tuesday. Just give me your thoughts on. I spoke my piece on previous episodes already, but I want to give me your thoughts on the debate from Tuesday.
Look, she goaded him into looking like an idiot, making it all about himself anytime he spoke because he wanted to defend himself about whatever it was she said. So she goaded him into never talking about anything. And then when she would talk about a subject, she'd hit it with a policy. And his response is, they're the worst. Biden's the worst. She's the president. She's going to be 25 times worse. Like, how can you have a presidential nominee who can only talk about themselves, their grievances, and never talk about the future, never talk about what he might institute as a policy? And he gets easy layups, which, no offense, can you tell me which Democrat you ever met that said, I wish they'd take Roe v. Wade out of the national and make it a state-by-state issue? Like, have you heard a bigger lie ever told to the American people?
That's what you're saying.
All right. He could have hit her on national or international policy.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? He's like, oh, I'd make a deal. This would have never happened. But you know what? He can't say a word about what he'd do. But they're the worst, right? And I love my country. I love America. I love America more than anybody, but I'm not going to tell you how to fix it or try and help you fix it. Get the fuck out. Affordable Care Act, Obamacare. They tried to end it since 2010, right after it passed. That's all Republicans have ever ran against. Have they ever put up anything?
We tried 2017 and John McCain gave the thumbs down. Remember that?
No. They tried to end it. They didn't try to put in anything. Right. They didn't try to put in a new program, anything to make it better. They tried to end it, and John McCain put a thumbs down. Big difference. So we're going on 16 years, and Democrats can only say, I got ideas. I don't have a plan, but I got ideas. Now, if you're someone who's ever had a healthcare issue, how could that ever sit with you? That you're like, well, they want to scrap some sort of healthcare plan, but they, for 16 years, got no clue.
Yeah.
No clue.
Yeah. I'm with you. Like, two words out of my mouth, brother. You did.
So I watched that debate, and all I thought is, here in Florida, we have weed up for debate, or weed up for a constitution.
Which will pass, I think.
Absolutely. And you have abortion up. And you have a president who, a week ago, or an ex-president, correct, an ex-president, because not even Joe Biden will say anything about it. But Donald Trump, living here, was like, yeah, I'm going to vote for it because we need more weeks. And then he got bitch slapped and said, no. they're gonna let doctors kill babies while they're alive. Like that's ever
And he got
happened in
scared
our
because
fucking country.
evangelicals. He got scared because they started yelling that these.
But
You might pence
how
on
dumb
endorsement for
of
the
a
same reason.
Republican
Right.
to believe that lie that doctors are actually killing babies after birth? How dumb are you as a human being?
They don't care. They don't care. I
No.
don't think vote. I don't think vote. You're right. It doesn't matter.
Like, but honestly, you have to sit at home and go, how dumb are you that you really believe doctors are really killing babies? Come on.
That's something to me, brother. I know how I feel about that.
But you want independence to follow you. He might have his 65 to 70 million, but the country's grown. People are getting older. People are turning 18. And your answer is doctors kill babies. I'm going to put a tariff or a tax on everything coming into this country.
Yeah.
And they are evil. That's it.
And again, 7% of this country believes in choice of some degree. We can debate about how many weeks, but 7% of this country believe in choice. More than that, that's probably now.
No. 95% at least believe in the life of a mother, incest, and rape. Right?
Right.
And you know what month the life of a mother comes into play the most? The 8th and the 9th. Yeah. Because otherwise, that's never up for debate, the life of a mother.
Right.
So the bullshit that the right actually believes is just insane because they can't sit there and think for 5 seconds on their own. Is this really true?
It's propaganda, man. And this is why we are where we are. But again, and again, Trump put himself in a fucking hole because this abortion issue, which could cost him the election, of course, Roe v. Wade, him saying, I'm 60 weeks. Okay, but you have no ground to stand on because you're responsible for Roe v. Wade being overturned. So imagine that.
And he won't say, he's like, I won't sign a national abortion ban because it's up to the states. Like Republican controlled House and Republican Senate wouldn't try and put in legislation. Does the man not even know how a law gets put into place?
Right.
Like, come on.
And the thing is, he wouldn't even say to veto it. When he asked that question, he couldn't answer the question. He asked him to veto it. And that's the thing. He lost. Even if you really agree with him on the issue, how can you actually trust him to say on that? Because you already undone one thing already. We'll say that you would. You know what I'm saying? No.
But have you ever heard an easier layup question than your vice presidential nominee, J.D. Vance, says you would never sign a national abortion ban. He says you would veto it. And what was Trump's response? Trump was like, we've never talked about that.
Talk about it, right?
This would be up to states. Like, all you got to say is, yeah, J.D. Vance is right. I would never sign one. And he can't even do that. He's so stupid.
Right. So I'll let you go on this real quick. So my assessment was this coming into this debate. Donald Trump, no matter what, is guaranteed between 45 and 40%, between 45 and 47% of the electorate, no matter what. Okay.
Yeah.
He's already defined, no matter what happens. Okay. Even before debate, after debate, doesn't matter. It's defined there. He may get like an inch more of some, people say, I'll come home, whatever. My assessment is that Kamala Harris had the highest ceiling with the lowest floor, depending on how the debate went.
Yeah.
Now, post-debate. And now we're hearing today that there's no plan for a second debate at all. Trump said no.
He's a coward.
Which is horrible because, for him, because a second debate
he's
would
a
help
coward.
him. A second debate actually help him, actually, to be honest with you. But maybe not.
It would bury him even more.
Right. And honestly, Kamala actually benefits not having another debate either. You know why? Because
no,
you can't do no better than that.
Oh, yes, she can.
But that being said,
she could just go to more.
Yeah.
Just go to more because that's what he does.
Did this debate change the election? Because, everybody says race within.
Yeah. So when you take independents how there are really, truly independents between these two, but let's say they were, and their issue was the border, and they type in did Democrats ever really try and pass a plan and Republicans said no? And that pops up, yep. Again,
It's on record. It's on record.
That's all you got to know. Republicans don't even care about you or this country. They will bitch and cry about illegal immigration and get the toughest immigration plan ever put forth and still say no because they don't care about this country.
And that's where we'll leave it. Zachary, good luck this week with your picks. Well, not really good luck. I hope I win again because you won last 2 years.
No. Hey, look. As long as your team loses, I'll feel better.
Well, of course you will, because I mean we're playing each other this weekend, and they will lose because we suck. All right, Zachary.
You really do lose.
We didn't go 0-17 anyway. We need number one pick. We need.
Don't you play Carolina?
Yeah, in Germany.
There you go. You got to win.
Punish Germany. Later, buddy.
Later.